What's up? How you doing? Nice day today. Good day to go fishing. Got to get up early to go fishing. When I was a kid, we would get up at 4 to go fishing, go down the Cape, and we'd get in the car and drive to get on the highway. And there was always one place that had the light on in the back, and it was a place called John's Bakery. Guy was up 4 o'clock in the morning. We'd pass by there at like 4:15, 4:20, and he was the only one with the light on for years and years. And I don't think he's alive today, because this is way back in the 70s, and he was probably in his 50s back then. But one thing I want to say, he made good bread, but he made even better pizza. The pizza was awesome. It's that pizza that when I have it, that's the one I judge all other pizzas by. And there's a couple of people that make that kind of pizza. It's the combination of the dough, the cheese, the sauce. A lot of people make good pizza, but that pizza at John's Bakery was a step ahead. Step ahead. It was $1 a slice, and he charged $1 a slice. 15 years later, it was still $1 a slice. So, there was profit in there. Obviously more profit in the past than later on when he was still charging $1. But yeah, I remember that. And we would go down and fish and catch scuppies. Scup. You watch the movie Jaws, they mention scup. People, some people call it porgy. Porgies. Doesn't sound good. Somebody says, give me a porgy. I would not buy that. But anyway, here I am today, and I'm going to go over on the other side and purchase some fish. Go for some fish tonight. And probably get some chicken somewhere else, not here. Nice. So, that's it. You know, I was thinking today about the movie Rocky, the first one, and the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one. How come Adrian never got up to go jogging with him in the morning? You know, he would get up early, 4:30, 4:28 in the morning, and he would go jogging by himself. And jogging is boring. But Adrian never said, tomorrow morning, I'll come jogging with you. Never did that. You know, and I think he would have trained a lot better if Adrian went jogging with him in the morning. But they should have had a scene where Talia Shire wakes up with him in the morning, you know, after they've been sleeping together. Remember, they left Paulie's house and her house, but they left it when he came in that day with the bat and started breaking things, and then she ended up going and living with Rocky. Well, you think when the alarm went off, she would get up with him and go jogging. But she never did that. That is not good. That's not good support. So, yeah. And he went jogging with Converse high-top sneakers by Chuck Taylor. I don't know if those are comfortable to jog in. You know, leather Converse. I used to have basketball leather ones. I still have them. Newer ones. They're comfortable after a while. They break in. But the canvas ones that he had in the movie, those are not comfortable. I had a pair of canvas cons, and they're all right, but they don't break in. I mean, it's rubber and canvas, and it's not leather. So anyway, he would jog in those. Yeah, but I'm a big fan of Converse high-top sneakers. I'm pointing to my Converse high-top sneakers. You're the greatest, and that ain't no jive. Your standard equipment on the BC Drive. As I fly through the air to make my famous slam dunk, I'm wearing Converse, and that ain't no bunk. Converse by Chuck Taylor. I get $100 in my pocket every time I say that. You know, it adds up. Adds up. I should say it again, but I'm not going to. A little bit breezy down here. When I was a kid, I would go swimming off of an area where there were all docks, had boats all around, and there was a bridge on the other side, that people would go crabbing over. So they'd lean over the bridge, and they had these long nets, and the crabs would go by and they'd grab them, and they had buckets full of crabs, and I would swim in that water. You know, I didn't really think much about the crabs. It was so fun. They had these tall telephone poles in the water, and I'd climb to the top of the telephone pole and jump into the water. One time I jumped in, and I opened my eyes that the water was kind of greenish, and a crab went right by me. Saw the crab go right by, and I thought for a moment, crabs can swim pretty well. Very impressed with that crab. But so how many times I jumped off that telephone pole, I never touched bottom. And then one day I said, I'm gonna power jump. I'm gonna jump off the pole and kind of drive myself down and see if I can touch bottom. I climbed the pole and I jumped, and I went in like a missile into the water, and I touched bottom, and it was so disgusting. It was I don't know, it was almost like somebody had taken wet cotton or something, like mushy cotton or cotton mixed with vomit, and I felt like my feet sink into that disgusting floor. So I don't know what the hell was in there, but it was mushy and disgusting. So I came back up and I said, I will jump off of that pole, but I'm not going to jump hard like that, touch bottom again. It's disgusting, just disgusting. But anyway, would go there for quite a while. I think I spent the summer doing that, jumping off of these telephone poles. Very fun. Now I think about it and I go, you know how many crabs were in there? Tons of crabs, because I would go on the other side with a current, would go underneath the bridge, and everybody's bucket, they had these 5-gallon buckets. Their buckets were full of crabs, sea crabs. So the other night I was watching some fights on YouTube, and I ran across an extraordinary fighter. His name is Ryan Garcia. Awesome fighter. Very impressed with him. 23 years old, and the impressive thing about him, many impressive things, but the most impressive thing is hand speed. Incredible hand speed. It's like lightning strikes. It's like boom, 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 all kind of angles, and super fast. I mean, I've seen fast fighters. Sugar Ray Leonard was very fast, but this guy is off the charts fast. I highly recommend watching him fight. Just awesome fighter. And like I said, he's only 23 years old, up and coming, undefeated. He's undefeated currently. I think all his fights except for two fights went to decision, the distance. The other ones were by knockout, I think. But anyway, I was very impressed with him. Very impressed. So, you know, speed's very difficult. Either you have it or you don't. Strength's the same way. Either you have strength or you don't have strength. I mean, you could lift weights and increase your strength, but your starting point is something you're born with. So some people are stronger than others, starting point. Just like some people have more endurance than others. You know, some people can run and run and run, like that Forrest Gump guy, and not get tired. And then other people, they go from here to that sign, which is like, I don't know, 50 feet away, and they get tired. You know, they come back with a cane. So, starting point, that's the genetic thing, the starting point. But, you know, you can improve on that. Many techniques. Plyometrics. That's a good way to improve. I recommend plyometrics.